ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to specifically talk about a few things. The type of lighting that there is. What difference does this make and why should I care? How to work with natural lighting, how to work with artificial lighting, and how to work with lighting when you can't really, you don't have your own studio. You kind of are just lucking it out and you really have to rely on your software. Now, before anything else, disclaimer, this video is not going to be edited for lighting. That would defeat the purpose of showing you what lighting can do. There's only going to be one segment where I give examples of how to edit it and to play around with it and see about things like that. But other than that, this entire video is just me playing around with lights in a room. When it comes to lighting, there's natural light, like the light we've got going right now, and then there's this artificial light, the one that's coming from the ceiling, the electricity. Lighting can make or break your video. Right now, if you're looking at me, you can see I've got dark lines underneath my eyes. It's like the lighting is aight, but it could be better. We're still using the artificial lighting more. But if I step back, this is this awkward thing. It is powerful. We take it for granted. But lighting actually has so much more of an impact than we think. So let's test this out, shall we? I'm going to turn off one of the lights and let's see what happens. Now we've kind of got this half light, half darkness. I feel like I'm a movie poster or something. If I turn this way, you'll see that we're getting a good angle. If I turn this way, we see that I'm in the shadow. So let's test out a different light, see what happens now. Isn't that interesting? We have this, but we also have this. Now, if you can play around with your lighting, if you have the ability to bring in lights of your own, like a lamp or your phone, here, let's do this. I did not bring any lamps with me today because I'm in a study room, I'm not in my regular room. But we're going to pretend that this, my flashlight on my phone, is about to be a lamp. So, it adds in a little bit more intensity, it makes sure that my face is fully illuminated, and it's not giving me shadows. I'm not I'm going to put my hand, it's not looking like this, it's looking like this. It's nice, it's pleasant. I personally still prefer natural over artificial. And you have to be careful because if you have something in the way of it, that shadow will create. If you can see, there's a hint of a shadow on my shirt because of a computer cord that I have right there. So you can play around with this kind of lighting. And it adds. If I put it here, great. If I put my phone here, it's like I'm a makeup artist, to the point where I'm even creating something on the wall. It's nice, you're getting a good balance, but you're also seeing a clear shadow. You are getting a hint of the reflection. That's also, this wall is a whiteboard. And it's a little hard on the eyes, a little bit harder on the eyes than it would be for regular. So we have this angle. We have the classic, there we go. This, I'm just putting my phone up. That's all I'm doing. Not doing any crazy stuff, and it's got this nice little spotlight, like I'm an angel about to sing for a choir. I think if I'm going to do this, I would prefer either that or a little bit more distant, not quite in my face, but still shining and bringing this brightness to me. So if you don't have an actual lamp, you're not working from a studio, you're like me, where you're someone who's doing this and trying to make a life out of this, but they're not able to really afford the top-of-the-line quality material. That's fine. Use your phone. I just discovered right now that my phone makes an excellent flashlight. If you can't use your phone, use a desk lamp. If you can't use your desk lamp, use the lights. Play around with the angles. Trust me, People get turned on and turned off so easily by how the lighting is set up. If your video is not really consistent in regards to what it actually looks like, and there's not a pleasant lighting and pleasant atmosphere that you're creating with this one effect, people aren't going to pay as much attention. So let's say that you are working on your lighting, you're doing your thing, you've played with your natural lighting, you have your lamps, but let's say you move slightly. Watch this. Do you see how this video changes slightly? The lighting itself changes with the angle. If I move back, my computer will adjust to change the lighting. You can see the subtle differences. That's great, except if you want a consistent light, this is where software comes in. I'm going to keep moving obnoxiously to see if that changes the lighting at all while I'm talking. Let's enjoy this, shall we? So, if you change around and you're like doing different things and your lighting is readjusting for everything you do, the great thing is that you can keep this consistent. If you explore your video editing software, whether that's the one that came with your computer, fancy software you've bought just for your YouTube channel, whatever, there's usually an option for playing with the lights so that when suddenly you're over here and it goes zoop, then you are able to fix it and make it look more consistent. A note about natural lighting. The sun sometimes doesn't play around in regards to when it's going to be really sunny and when it's going to be really cloudy. So there are moments in your videos where there will be brightness that you're not anticipating, followed by this darkness that you're also not anticipating. It's not going to be consistent because it's not a studio. A lot of people prefer studio artificial lighting over natural because they can control that. But here's the thing, you can still edit it. It's possible to play around with the lights and let the sun do its thing, and oh no, this part of the video went a little darker than I expected, and you can raise and edit the quality of that clip or that moment so that it matches the consistency all around. One note about software editing. If you're doing a video and it doesn't really need to be the best of the quality, you're fine with just the basic editing sites, basic editing software. You don't really need to buy the fancy stuff because I've worked with the basic stuff for a while. It's good. It's pretty decent quality. If you're someone who's trying to make a new film or is trying to go really far with your video editing software, and lighting and all these things are very important to really be on point about, consider updating or buying a new software altogether, because lighting will automatically make a difference in your video. The difference it makes depends on the type of video you're going for, and it depends on the type of quality you want to present. If you want to go far in some form of film, video making, whatever, lighting is key. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I intend to make more videos about this sort of subject, how to make YouTube videos, amateur tips for video making, things of that nature. So if you like that, stick around. And as always, stay awesome.